Imagine walking home alone one quiet night. The streetlights hum, casting long, dancing shadows. The air is still, perhaps a little too still. Suddenly, a figure emerges from the inky darkness, cloaked and elegant, yet somehow unsettling. They stop, directly in front of you, and then they ask a question. A simple question, but your answer, it could change everything, or end everything. In today's inaugural episode, we journey to the heart of Japan, a land steeped in ancient traditions and haunting folklore. Our story begins with a spectral encounter, a chilling tale that has gripped the imaginations and instilled fear in generations. We speak of a woman who appears when you least expect it, her face obscured, her intentions unknown, asking one simple, terrifying question: Am I beautiful? She is known, in hushed tones, as Kuchisake-onna. In English, her name translates to the Slit-Mouthed Woman. She is often depicted wearing a long, flowing trench coat, perhaps even a scarf, and most distinctively, a surgical mask covering the lower half of her face, a common sight in Japan, designed to prevent the spread of illness. But with her, it hides something far more sinister. You'll usually encounter her at night, on quiet, deserted streets, perhaps emerging from the alleyways or materializing at a lonely intersection. She moves with a deliberate, almost unsettling slowness, a predator observing its prey. She may stop in front of you, blocking your path, and then, that chilling question echoes in the silence. Am I beautiful? Your heart pounds. Every instinct screams for you to run, but you are frozen. What do you say? The legend is precise and brutally unforgiving about your options. If, out of fear or genuine disgust, you say no, she pulls out a sharp, gleaming object. Some accounts say it's a long, rusted knife, reflecting the dim streetlights. Others, perhaps more unnervingly, claim it's a pair of razor-sharp scissors, the kind used for fabrics, yet now meant for flesh. And then, without a moment's hesitation, she attacks, often aiming for your mouth, to mimic her own horrific disfigurement. But what if you choose the path of appeasement? What if, in a desperate attempt to survive, you force the word yes from your trembling lips? She pauses, a moment of agonizing silence. Then, slowly, deliberately, she removes her mask. And the true horror is revealed. Her mouth is not merely cut. It is a gaping, grotesque wound, stretching from ear to ear, a permanent bloody rictus that mocks any notion of beauty. It's said to be a wound so deep, so wide, that it distorts her entire face, an unending scream frozen in time. And now she asks again, her voice perhaps a little softer, a little more mocking, yet still filled with an ancient pain. Even now, even with this, am I beautiful? Again, you face a choice. If you scream, if you recoil in horror, if you foolishly say no, she attacks. The outcome is swift, brutal, and often fatal. But if, miraculously, you manage to maintain your composure, if you manage to force out another yes, repeating her horrifying query, some stories say she may let you go, perhaps just to toy with you, perhaps because you've passed her morbid test. Yet, other, more insidious versions of the legend warn that even then, you are not truly free. She may still mark your face to match hers, leaving you with a permanent, disfiguring reminder of your encounter, a silent pact that binds you to her eternal suffering. No one truly knows where this chilling legend began. Urban legends often spring from shared anxieties, historical events, or perhaps even true, forgotten tragedies. One of the most widely accepted origins traces Kuchisake-onna back centuries to feudal Japan. She was said to be a woman of exquisite beauty, the wife of a formidable samurai. Her allure was undeniable, but so too was her vanity and her unfaithfulness. She was rumored to have engaged in illicit affairs, her beauty blinding her to the consequences. When her proud, enraged husband discovered her betrayal, his wrath was boundless. He didn't kill her. Instead, in a fit of violent fury, he exacted a far more cruel and agonizing punishment. He took his katana, his sacred samurai sword, and sliced her mouth open from ear to ear, a permanent grotesque smile. As he did so, he declared, his voice filled with venom, "Now who will think you are beautiful?" And since that horrific act of vengeance, her tortured spirit is said to wander the night, trapped in a cycle of anger and sorrow, forever repeating that same question to others, seeking validation, or perhaps simply sharing her unbearable pain. This wasn't just a bedtime story. In some parts of Japan, particularly during the late 1970s and early 1980s, the legend of Kuchisake-onna caused widespread panic. It became so prevalent, so terrifying, that parents actually warned their children not to walk alone at night. Schools reportedly organized group escorts for students to and from school, just to ensure their safety from this spectral predator. People genuinely believed she could appear anywhere outside a school, lurking near a river, on a quiet path leading home. The fear was palpable, demonstrating the profound power an urban legend can hold over a society. But humanity, in its ingenuity and desperation, always seeks a way out. Over time, various methods for escaping Kuchisake-onna were devised and passed down through word of mouth, almost like a survival guide for the supernatural. Some say, confuse her. When she asks, "Am I beautiful?" answer with something ambiguous, something that throws her off balance. A popular response is, "You're average," or "so-so." This unexpected answer is believed to buy you precious seconds, giving you a chance to flee while she processes the unexpected reply. Others suggest a more direct distraction: throw candies or money at her feet. She is said to be easily distracted by these offerings, pausing to collect them, giving you a crucial window to run for your life. And perhaps the most cunning method: turn the tables. If she asks a question, immediately ask one back, before she finishes her own sentence. Some say asking, "Am I beautiful?" back to her will force her into a moment of consideration, disorienting her, allowing you to make your escape. So, is Kuchisake-onna merely a story, a chilling folk tale passed down through generations, a reflection of societal fears and historical trauma? Or did someone, somewhere, truly encounter the slit-mouthed woman and live to tell about it? The line between legend and reality often blurs in the shadows. Join us next time on Amigo Watch as we uncover another chilling tale from the world's deepest, darkest corners. Until then, be careful what you say and who you meet on those quiet moonlit streets.